Welcome back. I'm about to get ready, so I don't know how long this is gonna take, but it'll probably take a little while. Oh, I need my lashes done so bad. But we don't have time for that right now because I'm trying to keep them on a schedule because I go on a trip in just like 2 weeks. So I'm trying to just hold on to what I have before I start messing with them. So anywho, let's get into it. So I'm going to start by showing you guys my little hoop earrings. I wear these all the time. They're kind of like, they're not even fully hoops. They're like little cuffs. But they're only 13 bucks. I love these and I can sleep in them comfortably. I wear them pretty much every single day. The only time I change them is if I'm like going out and I want to wear a bigger hoop. But I love these. They're super comfortable, really lightweight, and they're just like the perfect size for every day. My claw clip, of course. I love a claw clip. Your girl loves claw clips. I wear a claw clip probably 5 days out of the week. Let me brush through this. Brush through this hair. I probably have like 2 more days before I need to wash my hair. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to put in it. But first, since I'm going to be doing my makeup, I want to go ahead and just apply some of my skincare. I have been really, really loving, this is the Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence. So I saw it tons of times on, it is freezing in here. Okay, wait, like a sweatshirt. I saw it over and over and over again. It went viral on TikTok. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is talking about. It had amazing reviews. And so far, I'm really liking it. So I don't have anything else on my face right now. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Snail Mucin Essence as my main base. And I'm going to let this sit. It is a Korean skincare. And it's supposed to have like a ton of different benefits. I'll pretty much buy anything TikTok tells me to buy, so that's not really surprising. I'm gonna move you guys like right here, so it might be a little bit better lighting. So while I'm letting that sit, I'm also gonna put on my lip mask because my lips have been really dry. So while I'm doing my hair, I'm just letting my skincare kind of soak in, and I don't know why this is like super textured. Like you can see every little spot on my face, but my skin does not look like that in real life. So I don't know what is going on, why it's like so up close. This is the Tatcha lip mask. I heard really mixed reviews about it, but I love it. I think it's super hydrating. It is more of a sticky feel, but I like that. I feel like either you like that or you don't. I really like it. So I've been using, and you only need a tiny bit. So even though this is 30 bucks, it will last you a very long time. I use this basically every day. You could use it as just a plain gloss, but you could wear it overnight as a lip mask. I'm going to let this just kind of sit while I'm doing my hair so that my skin and my lips are prepped for makeup whenever I get started doing that. So, oh, and then I need to do my lash serum. So even though I have lash extensions, I really only get them because my lashes are so blonde, but my natural lashes are really, really long. And I swear by this stuff. I have basically all of my friends, my mom, my sister, everyone hooked on this lash serum because it keeps my natural lashes really long and strong. It is by far the best lash serum I've ever used. I used to work in the, why am I like blinking? I used to work in cosmetic beauty industry and we sold Latisse. So I've tried Latisse. I tried the Rodan and Fields. This is about half the price of both of those. And in my opinion, it's the only one that has actually ever worked for me where I really did see results. So I'm telling you guys, if you need a lash serum, this is best of the best of the best. This is, I believe, a 90-day supply and it has over a year shelf life. But my mom, she's in menopause. Like her lashes were getting so stick straight. And I got this for her for Christmas. She started using it and game changer. Her lashes are so much longer, so much fuller, and they actually curl now, which is nice. So definitely recommend that. This is the purple shampoo that I use. I obviously have some highlights in my hair, but I am naturally blonde. I'm naturally pretty strawberry blonde, but I've used a ton of different purple shampoos, a ton. This is the one I'm currently using, and I really, really like it. It's the Biolage Color Last Purple Shampoo. It is infused with orchid. It is vegan, paraben-free, recycled bottling, and you just leave it on for maybe 2 minutes. It's going to brighten you up instantly, and I love the way it smells. So before I start curling my hair, I'm going to use the Moroccanoil Perfect Defense. This is a heat protectant for thermal protection weightless formula, up to 450 degrees for all hair types. So I should have put that on here. I've been using the Red Aspen brand for self-tanner, but if you're looking for an Amazon brand, Loving Tan is really good. Tan Water, the spray is really good. I need to do a self-tan Amazon version pretty soon. So I am just kind of coating my hair lightly in this heat defense spray, and I want to let that kind of just set and prime. It's kind of like when you do primer, right? You want to let your primer sit for a second. I want to do the same thing with my heat defense so it can really kind of just soak in. And then I'm also going to use, this is the IGK Good Behavior. My hairdresser turned me on to this, and it is fabulous. It is a spirulina protein smoothing spray. It's a keratin-like treatment with 24-hour frizz control, and it also has heat protectant in it. It smells like a vanilla milkshake. It smells incredible. So I'm going to just go over once with this, and it really, really helps with frizz control. I have naturally dry, frizzy hair, so I do use quite a bit of product in my hair just to keep it safe, to keep it from the heat, because it's already dry as is. It's very coarse. So I love that product. It smells so good. And my hairdresser swore by it, and every time she used it, I was more just interested in the smell, but it has really done wonders in keeping my hair healthy too. All right, so let's kind of brush this out. And while I'm curling my hair, I will be covering some other products as well. So I'm going to use my claw clip and just take up like half of my hair, just so I can get the bottom half decently. So I'm going to be using, this is the T3 Single Pass Curling Wand. It is on sale right now. It's still quite an investment, but for a top tier hair product, really not a bad price at $149. I've had mine for over a year. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's so easy to use. I am just not someone that is very skilled in doing my hair. I just never got that gene. So even using like your standard curling iron, you know, the kind with like the clip, I just cannot figure that out for the life of me. I can never figure out which way to go. So this is definitely the easiest method for me. And I like that it's super lightweight. You can change the barrels on it. You can buy additional barrels and change the barrels on it, which is nice. But for me, this is just the easiest method. Look how easy that is. And depending on how you curl it, you can make them tighter, you can make them looser, bigger curls, smaller curls, whatever you desire. And it's so quick. Even though I have a lot of hair, whoop, this goes really quickly. And like I said, I'm no beauty expert. I am not great at doing my hair. That's why I wear a claw clip like 90% of the time. But when I do, kind of just feel like getting cute or maybe a little dressier. This is just the easiest thing for me. Like I said, I cannot figure out, like, kudos to all my girlies that use a curling iron with the clamp, because I just cannot figure it out. I don't know why. Thank you for following. I did do, if you want to go back, I did a video this morning on some kitchen finds, and I have a ton of try-on hauls. I ordered $1,300 worth of stuff over the last like week and a half, so I've been doing some unboxing. So there's a lot of fun videos you can go back and watch. But I haven't done a get ready with me in a while, so I figured, why not? Kind of felt like getting a little cute today. Oh, that spirulina spray makes your hair so soft, so easy to work with, especially if you're like me and you have drier, coarse hair. A lot of times it can get stuck on curling wands or curling clamps, and it just makes your hair so breathable, so soft, and so easy to manage. And look how quickly this goes. Like I said, I know it is a bit of an investment. It is a little bit pricier, but for me to have a tool that makes curling quick and easy, so worth it to me, because otherwise the only way my hair really gets done is when I actually go to my hairdresser and get it done. Hi, thank you guys for following along. Feel free to drop some comments in there. I love being able to talk to you guys while we're doing this. Otherwise, it kind of just feels like I'm talking to myself, which is weird. So look at that. One side already done, and I'm just pulling from the back now. I do have naturally pretty wavy hair. But it always makes me feel better knowing I have that heat protection in there and I'm not just burning my hair off, especially if you're like me and you do get your hair like any kind of bleach or blonde. It's already so dry. I just don't want to do... I want to do as little damage as possible here. Okay, while I'm curling, I'll keep chatting with you guys. Then, so favorite body cream ever, the Brazilian Bum Bum cream. It smells... It is summer in a body lotion. They have all different kind of products, and I'm sure you've seen them before. They're super popular, but they're popular for very good reason. They are so luscious. It's totally summer encapsulated into a body cream. They have body scrubs, there's fragrances. I have the fragrance too. I love that cream. So do I, and I buy it on repeat. As soon as I start to get low, I go ahead and buy another one because I'll use it all year. It just smells absolutely incredible, and it really does hydrate, and I do feel like it does tighten my skin. I use it on my full body. I have the big size, like, it's a little more expensive than the one that I'm showing you. This is the $22 one, but this is the one I just keep by my bedside. So I grabbed that to show you guys. Next is my teeth whitening strips. So I've been working on getting my smile a bit whiter. And hold on, I'll show you in just a second. These are non-toxic whitening strips. And they work really well. They work really quickly too. And I have really sensitive teeth. So I used to use Crest White strips and they work great. Like no shame on Crest White, but they made my teeth hurt so bad. And it was like instantly my teeth would already start hurting. They were just so harsh on my teeth. These are non-toxic, made with organic ingredients, peroxide free and enamel safe. And in my opinion, they work just as good or better than the Crest White strips. And I feel like you can really leave them on for like half the time and they do just as good. So if you are looking for a little way to brighten up your smile, especially with summer, you know, all kinds of vacations and events coming up, that's usually, I'll use the whitening strips maybe once a week. If you're just starting out, you could use them maybe 2 or 3 times a week and really get your smile glistening. I used them last night. It does tighten. Consistency is key for reducing the appearance of cellulite. It took a few months for me to see it, but I swear by that stuff. The Bum Bum cream, it's freaking great. And every time, I like to keep one by my bed because a lot of times I'll like get into bed and then I like to do my legs and my feet. And every time my boyfriend is like, oh, you smell so good. And I'm like, I know. So there's a little plus there too. I love the Brazilian Bum Bum. 10 out of 10 recommend. It has a ton of 5-star reviews. Like probably one of the highest reviewed products on Amazon. And just everyone loves it. It smells incredible. I have the body spray too. It's right there. I'll show you in a second. But if you click on the Brazilian Bum Bum, it'll pull up all of their products. So I have the spray that goes with it too. So freaking good. Okay, let me just, I feel like this needs a little bit of a bigger curl in it. 1 sec. There we go. Okay. See how quickly this works? And I feel like I wasted so much money buying like cheaper ones and then not getting the results I wanted. And, you know, holding on to them because I'd always be like, well, I'll try it again. And then they always end up like going to a women's shelter or Goodwill or a donation pile. So I finally just bit the bullet and spent a little more on a nicer curling wand, and problem solved. I've probably ended up saving money in the long run because I'm not buying cheaper ones and getting rid of them, you know, 6 months, a year later. I've had this one for probably 2 years. And it does such a good job so quickly. You don't have to leave it on there and fry your hair off. Yeah, but those whitening strips, I feel like work really good. There's obviously no filters on this video. Otherwise, I'd probably look a whole lot better. But my teeth look white. I'm going to move on here in just a second to another product. Let me just finish this sword. So during my hair growth journey, I have been, because I had pretty long hair, chopped it into a bob, grew it back out like probably to here, and then got extensions because I wanted it longer, and then decided to take out my extensions and start giving it regular trims. So while I'm in the process of growing out my healthiest and longest hair, I've done things like I drink my collagen every day. I do hot oil masks probably like once every 2 weeks. And then I also have incorporated a scalp massage in the shower. So I keep this guy in the shower and I do it while I'm using my purple shampoo or my conditioner. So you use this and you just do it in circles. It's going to help stimulate blood flow and cell turnover, which is in turn going to help you grow out your hair longer, stronger, thicker, and healthier. And that's such a cheap thing to just keep on hand. It's $7.98. Such a cheap little product that can really have long-term benefits if you're consistent with it. So like I said, I just keep mine in the shower. And since I'm, you know, when I have my purple shampoo in, I'm letting that sit for 2-3 minutes anyway. So I'll usually do my scalp massage while I have in my purple shampoo. I take, it's a brand called Eucollagen, and I have taken it for March was a year, and it tastes so good. It is like an orange cream flavor, but I just mix it with 20 ounces of water and I drink it every day. And it's actually kind of helped me lose a couple pounds too, because sometimes I'll use it in place of like dessert because it's sweet. So it takes away that, you know, kind of sweet craving. But if you go to my Instagram, it's at it. There is a link in my bio where you can get the Eucollagen, and you just use my first name and you get a discount. But I've been using that for over a year. Okay, so this side never turns out as good. It's just the way it goes, you know. We always have one really good side and one side that's just not so good. It's like your eyebrows. Next up, I have my Paul Mitchell straightener. So when I do straighten my hair, that's the straightener that I use. I have it right here. It is the Paul Mitchell Nano, and it's super lightweight. It glides effortlessly through your hair, and it's a lot like this. It's a little pricier, but so much more gentle on your hair. It doesn't rip my hair out or drag it or get stuck. And it works really quickly. So I'm not having to go back over my hair a million times, which is really, really bad for your hair. I always feel like I get a little impatient once I get to the side, and then I just start going faster. There's also a link if you go to my Instagram. The nails I wear are press-on nails. I have a link for those too. Since we're talking about, you know, beauty and getting ready and all of that. I put these on last night laying in bed. It takes me like 10 minutes and they last me 2 weeks. And they're amazing. So many good colors and lengths. Okay. All right, getting close here. Might just have one or two more little rogue pieces that need done. There's one. Okay. I think we can move on. Okay, I'm just gonna let this sit for just a second, then I'll kind of finger comb it out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna spray it. This is the Kenra Silkening Mist. And I'm gonna use the Triple Sec from Drybar. This is just gonna add a little bit of shine, and it smells so good. But you don't wanna use a lot of it because it's almost like a serum-y texture. And then I'm going to use the Triple Sec 3-in-1 finishing spray from Drybar. Smells amazing. Dry finishing spray provides instant texture, volume, and body for a tussled, sexy look. I'm almost out of this. And then I'm just going to kind of finger comb these out. And nice, full, curly hair. And it just feels a little more put together. So now when I put my makeup on and I put a like cute little outfit on, I'll just feel a little more put together. And that took what? What time is it? I don't even, my Apple Watch is dead. That took like 20 minutes, but I was also talking through it. That would have normally taken me probably 15, maybe. So definitely doable heading out to work or to an occasion. Okay. The last thing I'm going to put in my hair is some Verb oil. And I use that again because I do have dry hair. So I'm going to use some Verb oil just in the bottoms, just to hydrate my ends. Having blonde hair, I like to use a clear serum as opposed to any with yellow or gold tints in them. So I'm just going to kind of brush that through the ends of my hair, just to keep them hydrated. And then sometimes I'll just take any that's on my fingers just for the flyaways. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna put my little thing back in here to do my makeup. Let me wash my hands just because I don't want to get this verb oil all over my face. So give me 1 second and then we will start on makeup. Okay. So first I'm going to take, these are the little Dr. Tinkle or Dorco Tinkle face shavers. No, it's super light, the oil. So it doesn't weigh it down at all. Still got plenty of volume. So these come in a pack with, I don't know, there's quite a few in there. They're $5. And I just use these for my peach fuzz, just so that my makeup lays a little more flatly and evenly. I haven't done this in a few days. So look at all the peach fuzz that comes off. I am a hairy girl. I'll do this probably like once every couple weeks. My hair grows fast all over my whole body, including my face. I just have always been like that. Even though it's blonde, I still feel like I just get a better makeup application when I'm peach fuzz free. And then you could use it to kind of shape up your brows a little bit. My brows definitely need done. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that away because I don't like to, you don't want to reuse them just because yuck, but for $6 you get plenty of them. Okay, now we have nice, clean, shaved, hydrated canvas to work with. And let's jump into primer. So I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup. This is the Poreless Primer, Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer, sorry. And I'm gonna use just a little dab of that. It is on sale right now, 21% off. You don't need a ton of it, so a little goes a long way. I'm gonna let that set for just a second. It is really crazy how I feel like I look so different on this camera. I don't know why it's so like pixelated. But anyways, again, I need my lashes done. I'm due for a lash refill, but it's not until I think like Monday. So I'm just kind of winging out the last leg of my lash extensions before I get them redone. So primer's on. Now I'm going to take, this is the Hourglass foundation brush. I really like their brushes. They are a little pricier, but they work so well. And they're very easy to clean. I cleaned mine recently. So foundation brush, and I'm going to use, this is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Foundation. I'm using the shade 35H. It is the shade Medium Honey. So I'm gonna do here and here. If I need, well, let me do a little bit more. Okay. I really like the coverage of this, and it's very like blendable, spreadable. I don't know what word I would use for that, but it is a full coverage without feeling really heavy. It's also one of those foundations that let's say your color's off a little bit, you could mix this with just like a drugstore foundation to get a better color. So let's say you needed, maybe this was a little too light on me, which it looks like it is right now, but trust the process. You could blend this with, let's say, like this one, for instance, the Infallible, in like a darker color, and fix your pigment to suit you better. Trust the process. I know this looks pretty yellowy on me. And this is why I like to wear like a lip balm or lip mask while I do my makeup, so that it catches all of that makeup, and then before I do my lips, I just wipe that off. But then it's not sticking to my dry lips and sinking in and sticking on there. Okay. I'm going to take a beauty blender, which I love the Real Technique beauty blenders. I've been using these for years. I'm going to just get this damp because I like to have it damp to spread and blend my foundation. So let me just get this a little wet. And then you can see I'll wipe off. See, now I just have nice, clean, hydrated lips. And makeup didn't sink all into them. So I'm just going to take this and kind of blend now. Just because I don't want any of those brush lines. And I'm going to use the same beauty blender for my concealer. Okay. So I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. This is the shade Sepia. It's pretty thick, so you really don't need a lot. But I'm going to take my same beauty blender. I like to use a damp beauty blender just because I don't want all that product to just get absorbed into the beauty blender like it would if it was dry. And that's like an instant eye lift. Why is this blurry? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Now we have nice bright eyes. Like I said, it's like an instant eye lift, but I don't want that to get creasy or heavy. So I'm going to set it with a setting powder. And I like the Laura Mercier setting powder. It is on a little bit of a sale. And I like this because it's not yellow, it's not white. It's kind of a perfect combination. It looks more yellow on the screen. But I'm going to take one of these little bad boys and just pat, pat, pat. And let that sit for a second. So I love these. They are phenomenal for under eye setting, and you get a pack of 12 of them for $6.99. And once I've used one, once it gets kind of like, I just toss it because you have 12 of them and the price is so good. So I'm going to let that sit for just a second while I do my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using some products from Benefits. I use shade 3. And I'm going to let you guys know now, I am no brow queen. Brows are definitely like the hardest thing for me. I just struggle with getting that natural brushed out look. But you know what? We're going to do our best, and that's all we can do. And if it makes you feel good, then it doesn't matter. And I'm comfortable with the way I do mine, but they're definitely not, I'm no TikTok brow star. I need to sharpen this a little bit. And of course, my good brow is this one. This one is my middle child brow. I can say that because I am a middle child. And then just kind of brush them out. I really don't do anything too crazy. Like I said, I'm no brow whiz here. And then I like to use a little bit of the Gimme Brow. I also use shade 3 in this. And this just kind of adds a little bit of texture back, brings back natural hair strokes so they don't look, painted on. So just adds a little bit of texture back there and fluffs them up a little bit. Done. Okay. Like I said, I don't do anything crazy with my brows. That's as good as it's gonna get. So now that my setting powder has had a second to kind of set, I'm just gonna take that same doodad. And I mean, it's literally like an instant eye lift. Once we add our setting powder and contour, this will all just go seamlessly together. I also like to use a little bit of the setting powder just because I usually don't wear eyeshadow. If I do any, I just use bronzer, but I like to fold this in half and just take any of the setting powder that's left on it to kind of set my eyelids so I don't have anything tracking and my eyelids don't get oily. Okay, okie dokie. Let's go in with, I love this brush, love, love, love. I just cleaned it recently and it's phenomenal. Again, pricey, I get it. But I just got tired of spending a little bit of money on a lot of products often. And I decided I was just going to buy like a couple of nicer, maybe more expensive products that were going to last me. So it's really, it really ends up being cheaper in the long run. It's just an investment at first, but you guys get that. So I'm going to use, this is the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder or press powder. I use shade medium 2 and clearly love this powder. It is 16% off and I'm taking the bigger end of my brush. I know that the whole like liquid and creams are really in right now. And I will do those sometimes, but I still am kind of a creature of habit. See how much like we're getting a better match here now with that foundation? It looked really yellow at first, but once we start adding things and then I add my bronzer, it'll really tie in and it won't look so off. So I always encourage people to try your foundation and see if you can, what's the word? Church it up a little bit, dress it up a little bit to match before you just go out and freak out and are like, oh my God, this doesn't match me at all. And I'm going to be using a couple of these little brushes. This is a great deal from Real Techniques. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4 brushes and one of the beauty blenders for 20 bucks. So I do use, let's see, I'm going to be using that one that comes with it. Here's the purple one. Where's my, oh, right here, and this one. So let's do blush. I'm gonna use this Too Faced blush. It's so cute. It's the color Crazy in Love. And obviously I've used it some, so it's not as pretty as it once was, but it is the cutest little design, and the packaging is just so adorable. I love it. I'm going to be using the bigger Real Techniques brush. I love blush, big blush girly. And taking this just right on the center apple of my cheek. And I know it looks really pink at first, but hang tight. We're going to blend everything out. It's definitely buildable. And then I like to take blush anywhere the sun would kind of naturally hit me. So I like to go across my nose and maybe just a dash on the forehead. And then take my bronzer, and I'm using, again, Too Faced. This is the shade Golden Cocoa. Got something in my eye. And I'm going to take this brush, or you could use the other side of your, where did I just put it? Double-ended hourglass brush. Take the smaller side and just bring it in to create kind of a shadow. I've kind of stopped using really, really dark bronzers and instead kind of like to stack a lighter one just to create more of a shadow. So then you have a really nice, strong cheekbone. And then I'm going to take some and go down the sides of my nose and across the end, a little bit up top. And I do like to use a little more on my chin just so that everything blends out. And then I just use the big end. I didn't add anything to it, but it still has a little bit of that pressed powder just to kind of blend everything together. This is the makeup brush cleaner that I use. So I mentioned I just recently brushed or cleaned my brushes. It is super inexpensive and it works like a charm. It's $8. You don't need a lot of it, but it worked on, I was able to clean all of my brushes and my sponges with just a tiny bit of it. It works really, really well, like I said, and it's super inexpensive. I try to brush or clean my brushes like, I shoot for once a week, but it's normally more like once every 2 weeks. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that bronzer now as kind of an eyeshadow. Like I said, I don't do a whole lot of eyeshadow. If I do anything, it's usually this. Some days, if I'm feeling really wild, I'll do heavier eyeshadow, but usually for me, especially with really blue eyes, I don't want to take away from the brightness of my eyes, so I try to just stay pretty neutral as far as eyeshadows go. And then I'm going to use the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is the shade Flaunt, and I'm going to use just a little. I'm going to use this brush that we talked about earlier, the Real Techniques one. It is on sale, 18% off. You don't need a lot. I'll swatch it for you so you can see what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It's like butter soft. I'm going to take a little bit and just do the top of my lip, little dash on my nose, and then a swoop and a swoop. I don't like to use a ton of highlighter. I don't like to look super, super glowy. I just want like a little bit of a glazed donut. It just kind of creates the illusion of like a smaller little button nose. And then I'm just going to take my fingertips and kind of blend that. But doing a little bit on your Cupid's bow does give the illusion of a fuller bottom lip. especially before we go in and actually do the lips. And in case you're just coming on, I will recap everything that I used. Also, if you're just coming on, yes, I'm overdue for a lash fill, I know. And I did not link this mascara because honestly, I just forgot. I am going to use a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. And I'm pretty sure I just got this like as a free sample, but it's the YSL Lash Curl or Lash Clash. And I just like to do a little smidge on my bottom lashes. Nothing too wild, but just to really open my eyes. And that is the YSL Lash Clash. Let me fix this oil bowl. Okay. So I'm gonna do my lips now, but look how cute. This is what I keep all of my lip products in. And when I got this, I didn't think it was gonna be this big, but I love this little makeup case, carrying case, whatever. I keep all my lip products in here. It's so stinking cute. It makes a great little gift idea too. And I just think it looks cute sitting out on my vanity. And I'm going to use my tried and true favorite lip combo. I need to order another one of these bundles because I'm running low on all of them. So I'm going to use, this is the Pillow Talk lip liner. Again, this is kind of a pricey bundle, but this is the ideal lip combo for like every day, from everything from work to going out. It's the best. So take my Pillow Talk liner. I'm going to sharpen this just a little. I like to go in and almost fill a little bit of my lip. And then do kind of a X on my Cupid's bow so it kind of gives me something to follow. And I do overline a little, just because that's preference, it's what I like, but. So there's our liner. Here is the lipstick. I did get a new one of these. I actually ordered this lip bundle and it had one because this is my current Pillow Talk. So, well, might as well use this one up because she's on her last leg. I feel like it looks darker on here for some reason. And then the gloss. And I am running low on the gloss. I love this bundle. Favorite. And if you wanted to, you could even do like a touch of concealer right in the middle just to brighten it up a little bit, like so. Like if you resetting spray, it has SPF 35 in it. And what shade did I do? I just did translucent. So this is usually this and my finishing spray. This gives me a nice coat of SPF protection, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen, and it's really light. It doesn't leave like a white cast or a white sheen. So I'll bring it all the way down to here, and then I usually will take some and just rub it on the back of my hands, just so my hands get that little extra bit of SPF. I love this. Great for, like, you could fit this in your car, pool bag, fanny pack, whatever. It's a great size, and you get a ton of it, but just nice little way to set my makeup while getting SPF. And then to finish, just so I can kind of keep like a glow, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray so that I'm still getting kind of a dewy look without feeling sticky and dewy. And then my perfume, and then we'll recap. So this is my like go-to right now. It's by Le Monde Gourmand, I'm not sure, whatever. But they have a ton of different scents. I've used several of their perfumes, and you can't beat the price, and they smell incredible. This one has like orange blossom, praline. It's vegan and cruelty-free as well. And it smells so good. Anytime I wear it, I get so many compliments. It smells incredible, and you can't beat that price. And I love perfume. I'm a perfume junkie, and that is definitely one of my favorites. You can see I also have the Santal from them. But I mean, I have all kinds of different fragrances, and that has been on repeat. It's been my go-to lately. So let's recap, shall we? In case you missed it. So when we started, I mentioned my earrings. These are the little earrings I have in right now. They are just the perfect little gold cuff hoop. And they're lightweight, small, and comfortable enough that I can sleep in them like every night, and it doesn't bother me at all. So they are pretty much always in my ears unless I'm going somewhere and I want a bigger earring. But I wear these basically every day. I'd say 99% of the time I have these earrings in. My claw clips, big claw clip girl. So I use claw clips probably 5 out of 7 days a week. And I just feel like you can do a lot with them. They're easy to do little styles with. And you get this 8-pack for $9.99. I use them a lot when I'm taking my makeup off too, just to get my hair out of my face, or if I don't want my hair to get wet in the shower. I have the regular in the crops. I also used this Snail Mucin essence to prep my skin. I saw it on TikTok. It was viral on TikTok. Looked it up. It had amazing reviews. I've been using it for a couple of weeks. You only need a tiny bit. So that's what I used to prep my skin while I did my hair, and I'm loving it. My Tatcha lip mask is what I put on first, just to prep my lips and keep them nice and hydrated. You only need a tiny bit. It is more of like a stickier consistency, but I like that. It is a Japanese peach lip jelly, and you could even use it just as like a little gloss. You could do a little bit there and just brighten up the lips. You could use it as a lip mask while you sleep or during the day. This is my tried and true, swear by it all day, every day. The only thing that has kept my natural lashes under my extensions really strong and healthy. The only reason I get lash extensions, if you weren't here in the beginning, is because my lashes are so blonde. I didn't really even need them for the length because my natural lashes are so long and strong. From using the Grande Lash, I have turned everyone onto it. It is so good. Saved my mom's lashes. She is going through menopause, and her lashes were getting like stick straight, and they wouldn't curl anymore. They were getting really thin. Her lashes are bomb.com now. So trust me, it's the best on the market. This is the purple shampoo I have been loving. I have used tons of different purple shampoos from Olaplex, from Matrix, from Joico. I've used like cheaper brands. I've tried everything. This has been the best one I've tried in a long time, and I love the smell of it. It's the Biolage Color Last purple shampoo for blonde hair infused with orchid. Smells incredible, and it really makes your blonde pop. I have pretty naturally strawberry blonde hair, but there's a lot of really gold pieces in it. So I use that. When did I wash my hair? Probably Monday or Tuesday. And it really brings out your true bright blonde. I used the Perfect Defense spray and this Spirulina spray to protect my hair before styling with hot tools. This adds, it's a keratin-like treatment with 24-hour frizz control and 450-degree heat protection. Smells incredible. And then I also use the Perfect Defense. I better safe than sorry. I have really dry, coarse hair, so I try to use as much heat protection as I can. And this just really adds a nice frizz control barrier that really does keep your hair, I mean, I really don't feel like I have much frizz going on here, which is rare for me. And it smells so good. My hairdresser recommended it to me and love it. This is what I use to wand my hair today. I am not a great like beauty influencer as far as like I don't know how to do a whole ton of hairstyles. I wear a claw clip, like I said, most of the time. I'm good at like straightening my hair, but I could not master like the clamp curling iron. I just can't do it. I cannot, my brain will not compute how to use a clamp curling iron. So kudos to all of you guys that rock it, because I'm so jealous. I've tried a million times. This is just so much faster and easier for me, and it's mindless, it's quick. And I was saying I had purchased several cheaper options of wands, and it always ends up that I end up like not loving them, and then they end up going to like a shelter or a donation pile. So I finally just decided to bite the bullet and spend a little more on a high quality branded curling wand, and I'm so glad I did, because I've had this for about 2 years and it curls so quickly that you don't need to let it sit on your hair where it's frying it. It's just, I love this, and it's made actually doing something with my hair so much easier. My little pillow, I call it a pillow, or like a little cloud headband. I use this when I'm washing my hair, washing my face, doing skincare, doing my makeup, just to keep my hair out of my face. And it's $6.99. We talked about the Brazilian Bum Bum, which is like fan favorites. It is so popular. Somebody said earlier, we were talking about how it really does tighten the skin. And she said it really does tighten. Consistency is key for reducing the appearance of cellulite. It took a few months for me to see it, but I swear by that stuff. I could not agree more. She took the words out of my mouth. And it smells absolutely incredible. If you know Brazilian Bum Bum, you know what I'm talking about. Best smelling lotion ever, 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 ever. Every time I put it on, my boyfriend's like, oh my God, you smell so good. And it's just, it's super fast absorbing, and it just, I'll never be over the smell. These are my teeth. The North Carolina in me just came out. My teeth whitening strips, and they are the only ones I've ever used that don't kill my teeth. I have very sensitive teeth. So these have been the best ones that I've used. They are enamel safe, peroxide free, 30 minutes, certified non-toxic brands, and I use them, I don't know how to be like cute. I use them like once a week. When you're just starting out, you could use them maybe twice a week, but I used them last night and they just help brighten up my smile. My little scalp massager, we were talking about hair growth. So I have been incorporating this into my shower routine. So it normally hangs in my shower. Look, it's like got purple shampoo all over it. Because I like to use it, since the purple shampoo will stay in for like 4 or 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes anyway. I take my scalp massaging brush and I use that to stimulate blood flow in the scalp, helps with cell turnover, increasing the density, thickness, shine of your hair. So it's super cheap. It's $7.98, and just hang it in your shower. You know, if you have a hair mask in, or, you know, use it while your purple shampoo is marinating, or your conditioner, and it's really going to help. I feel like it's really helped with the thickness of my hair and just overall the quickness of it growing. I've been on kind of a hair journey. So I've been getting my trims and drinking my collagen and doing extra little steps like this that cost under $10 and can really have great long-term effects. I did link my flat iron as well, even though I didn't use it today. This is the flat iron I use. It is the Paul Mitchell Nano Straightener. Little bit of an investment, but best one I've used so far. I have pretty thick hair, and it glides so easily through my hair, and I don't have to do a million passes, which is saving my blonde hair. When I finished with curling my hair, we used the Kenra Shine Spray. We used the Kenra Shine Spray and the Triple Sec. These smell incredible. The Shine Spray just adds that nice little shine and glisten, and the Triple Sec helps to add texture, volume, and body. And then I used some of the Ghost Oil on my ends. I just very lightly brushed them through my ends just to hydrate the ends of my hair because, again, I have very dry hair. And I like to use a clear oil. My hairdresser told me to start using a clear oil as opposed to a yellow or gold oil because that can actually stain blonde hair. So I switched to just the clear Ghost Oil. I shaved my face before we did our makeup. I keep messing with my hair. I'm so sorry. I'm used to having it up. I used my little face razor. These are $5.45. They come with a bunch of them. And I use that to get off my, oh, here it is right here, actually. My peach fuzz. Yes, that came off of one of my cheeks. So that's fun. And I'll do that like once or twice a month. My hair grows really fast, even on my face. So I'll use that to just get rid of that peach fuzz so I can have a more even makeup application. And then here are all the products that I used. My primer, foundation brush. I know the Hourglass brushes are a little pricier, but again, just like with the curling wand, I felt like I was just sick of spending a little bit of money on a lot of products often. And instead, I just invested in some higher end products that I haven't needed to replace in a long time. I just wash them, take care of them, and they work great. This is the foundation that I used, and I used the shade Medium Honey. It's 35H in the Tarte Shape Tape Face Tape Foundation. My Real Technique sponges, these are my favorite. I've used them for years. The concealer and setting powder I used, along with my setting powder applicator. Brows, I use shade 3 in the pencil and in the Gimme Brow. Best brush. Love this brush to death. Great quality. I've had it for a freaking long time, and I just make sure that I wash it and take care of it, and it's the best. This is the pressed powder that I used. I used several of these brushes as well. My blush, which is just gorgeous. I love this blush. It's the shade Love Flush, and it's so pretty. Even though I use it all the time, it's kept some of its little design, but I just love the packaging too. I think it's just so cute. That's the bronzer that I used from Too Faced. It is the shade Golden Cocoa. It has 97% natural derived ingredients and 100% sexy sun-kissed glow and pretty packaging. I'm a sucker for pretty packaging. This is the brush cleaner I use. Super inexpensive. Swear by it. The gorgeous Rare Beauty highlighter. And then, yeah, I think you guys pretty much saw everything else. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am possibly going to be live later because I have some new pieces that I just got in, some new bodysuits and whatnot. And now that I have my makeup and my hair done, I kind of want to try them on. So you can follow me here. I am also on Instagram at like the ice cream. And yeah, you'll get notified when I go live. So stay tuned. I do have a lot of videos that I've done over the last week or so. I did a $1,300 unboxing, so lots of try-ons and fun finds there. I also did what's in my kitchen this morning, so you can check those out. Again, my Instagram is, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and being kind. I hope you guys have a really lovely Friday Eve, and you have a really safe and magical and fun weekend.